Hi everybody, thanks for watching this video. What we're going to be covering today is how to flash an SD card with the latest image of Raspbian to be used on the Raspberry Pi little computer. So first thing that you need to do is visit the Raspberry Pi website, which is raspberrypi.org. As you can see, we've got this on the main homepage that you were greeted with. Now the first place you need to go is onto the downloads page where you'll be given the various different images that they currently recommend to be used with the Raspberry Pi. So if we scroll down a little bit, the first one that we come to is Raspbian Wheezy, which has come out a couple of days ago. It's supposed to be a really great little distro which has been optimized just for the Raspberry Pi. Now currently I've been using Raspbian C and also used Debian 6 for a little while. These worked okay. Debian was really slow, to be fair, but it was really only a developer release, so we can't expect too much. But the two versions of Raspbian C that I've used have worked really well, especially when using AirPlay to stream like videos from YouTube to like the big TV. It works really well, so I really do recommend that. But anyway, let's get back to what we're doing today. And so what we need to do is you get two options where you can download the file from, which you'll need to extract onto, well, I've done it on my desktop, so that it's dead easy for us to be able to find what we need to flash onto the SD card. So I personally went for the direct download as opposed to the torrent, but it's completely up to you. Go for whatever you like. One thing I will say is, as you'll see underneath here, is a SHA-1, which will show you is basically the checksum to make sure that what you've downloaded is completely intact and that it hasn't been corrupted during the download, because it is a fairly large download of about 400 meg. So without any delay, let's get cracking. So what we need first of all is our little Raspberry Pi, which I have here in its funky new green case, which I got from ModMyPi last week. Anyway, so we take out the SD card. Personally, I'm using a 16GB class 4 SD card, nothing fancy, but it does the trick. So all I'm going to do is shove this into my computer just down here. There we go. Let's recognise that straight away, which is great. So don't need to worry about that for now. So what I'm going to say is that I'm now going to move on from this point, and you'll see that the rest of the process. So let's minimise that for a second. Now the first thing that we need to do is we need a program that we can use to actually flash the distro onto the SD card. So the one they recommend is called Win32 Disk Imager, which is a great little thing as a direct download which you can get off the website. So I'll put that onto my desktop. So we'll open that up now. Just allow it to run because it's a little bit fussy with the firewall. Now the most important thing for doing this is to make sure that you actually select the SD card and not your hard drive, because when it actually flashes the new image onto the SD card, it does actually format anything that's on there. So if you select the wrong one, you could wipe your drive, which probably wouldn't be the best of moves. So best way to make sure is just very quickly click on your start menu, go onto computer, and just have a look what your SD card is. In my case it's drive F, so in the disk imager we make sure that drive F is the one that's selected in the drop down menu, and then what we need to do is press the little browse button to the left and find the image that we're looking for. Now I actually put mine in downloads, not on the desktop, I lied to you, sorry. So we just select on that, hit save, and then all we need to do is hit write. And it will say write into a physical device can corrupt the device, are you sure you want to continue? We'll say yes, and off it goes. So it's a fairly quick procedure and shouldn't take too long at all. Okay, so as you can see we've been going a couple of minutes now and we're currently up to 35%, so it doesn't take too long, but it really does depend on what your PC can do. I'm quite lucky in that mine's got a decent i7 processor in it and plenty of RAM, so mine kind of chews this thing without any worries whatsoever. But all we're going to do is just watch us just get to the end, and then when it's finished we literally just exit out and then just eject the SD card from the computer, and then you're ready to go. So there's not really much else to show you, so we'll just keep watching this till the end and I'll shut up. Okay, good, so there we have it. So we've got the nice little write successful box here, so we just click on OK, click on exit, and if we come down to the right hand corner, or in fact let's do it from here, so we select the SD card right there, right click on it and just click eject. It's always best to do this instead of just pulling it out, because then otherwise it might corrupt it. But there you have it. So I hope this has been of use to you, and happy pieing.